Many people think that poppadoms are made with Papads that you buy in a pack like that. In fact, most curry houses, that's what you're going to be getting. Today, I'm going to show you not only how to make your own poppadoms, your Papads for your poppadoms, I'm going to show you why you should. Hi everyone and welcome back. Today we are making poppadoms. We're making Papads first and we're going to fry them into poppadoms. I've already made quite a few here. These are poppadoms or Papads that I made. This one's out of black pepper. This is one I did with some cumin seeds. I also have some in here that I made with green chilies and also some plain ones. These are plain there. There's a green chili Papad. We're going to be making Papads so you can see exactly how it's done. You know, I believe it was in my first book I said that it's not worth trying to make poppadoms because it's a long task and it's very difficult. But I was in Kerala and I learned how to do it, and they showed me. I was seeing all the street stalls and I saw how to make poppadoms from fresh there, and it's a completely different thing. So I'm going to get all these Papads that I've already made out of this bowl. These have been drying in the sun for about 2 days. Listen. Nice and crispy. And that's what you want to do. You want to dry them out for about 2 days if you're making crispy poppadoms. That's what you get at most curry houses. But if you want to have them like they have in Kerala, a lot of times they're like covering they'll serve a curry and they'll have a poppadom on top and it'll be big and bubbly and you'll find chewy bits inside. For those, you only need to dry them for maybe an hour or two. I'm going to show you the difference and exactly what happens. So poppadoms don't need to be just a starter. They can be the star of your dinner party. Believe me, try this recipe. Okay, so I am making a plain Papad today. If you wanted to, you could add some chopped chilies like I've done in the past. You could add some cracked pepper, freshly cracked pepper, some cumin. Anything will go. Anything that sounds good in a poppadom, put it in there. But today I'm just going to show you the most basic of Papads. Now this is an American cup, but you're looking at about 140 grams of urid dal flour. It could be black urid, it could be white urid, or it could be a mix of both. Doesn't make any difference. You'll just get slightly different colors, but both of those, all those will work. So I've got my urid dal flour in there, about a cup of that, or 140 grams. Then I'm going to add, this is optional, just a pinch of asafoetida, just for flavor. I'm also going to put about a teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda and about a teaspoon of salt. And we'll just mix that all together. And now I'm going to add, this is 1/3 American cup, but you're looking for about 80 to 85 milliliters of water. And you only want to add it very slowly. So I'm going to add about half of it first. I'm going to start working this together. Now, as this is urid dal flour, it doesn't go together as well as, say, wheat flour does. But it is gluten-free. If you happen to be gluten-free, here's one you can have. Yeah, a little bit more there. And we just want to work it into a nice ball almost, just by moving our hands, just crunching it together, pressing it all together. A little bit more water there. Trickle more water. I'm not going to put too much more in. I'm just squishing it together, literally. Just kind of use my hand to bring this all together as best I can. The hard part is yet to come. It's not too hard though. Just pick all that up. I'm going to pour this all out now onto this cutting board. Again, just start moving it together like this. And this is where it all comes together. But it's not just a matter of kneading it like you would normally do a dough. We're going to pound this dough. We need to pound it for about 10 minutes. And the pounding is what gets all of it together, because otherwise it just will fall apart. Because as you can see, I didn't use much water. The only thing that's holding it together is the fact that I put just enough in there to do that. And now I'm just pressing it together. Now I've got myself a bread bin here. I'm gonna do this for 10 minutes. I'm not gonna make you watch me do it for 10 minutes, but that's what I'm gonna do. And it really does take about 10 minutes for this. So it's a good workout. But once you get it to this stage where you can see it's kind of sticking together, you can start kneading it. Pressing it together. I kind of liken this to, you know, if you've ever made pasta dough, it's kind of like pasta dough. You're really pressing it together and it's hard. In fact, if you've got a pasta machine and want to run these through the pasta machine, that's a great way of getting a nice thin poppadom. They don't have to be thin, by the way. I'll show you the difference, but nice thin ones that are crispy, if that's what you're looking for, get a pasta machine. There, I'm just gonna knead this now for about 5 more minutes and then we're gonna flatten them and we're gonna cook them. Okay, so I've been kneading this now for about 5 more minutes. It is a process, you do need to do it. And I've got myself a tortilla press here. You don't need one, you can just flatten it like that and start rolling it out. I find this helps. So if you've got a tortilla press, just flatten it out like that. You got the start of what's going to be a Popad. Move this out of the way. And I can put a little bit of flour down here. Now, one thing you want to assess is I added a little bit of water to this, which I just kind of spilt some. So I had to add a little bit of water, and I could feel, because it's a tiny bit sticky, that maybe I added a little bit too much. Now, that's not a problem, but you just want to make sure that you have a little bit. If that's the case, it shouldn't be sticky at all. But if it is sticky, you just use a little bit more flour. Now it's not sticky. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this and I'm going to start rolling it out like that. Just like that. Getting it into kind of a round shape. And I want you to notice this. See, these are kind of like rough edges. You can leave them just like that. You don't have to do that. If you want to, though, you can, and I'll do it this time, you could also use a bowl or something like that, or just any kind of a cutting shape to cut it in the shape you like. Also, if you really wanted to and you have a big enough pan, you can make a massive poppadom. And that would be a real nice thing to bring out at a party. A sharing poppadom. Now this is really quite difficult to roll out because there's so little liquid in it. You're gonna have to work a bit at it. And the good news is, once you've done these, they will last forever. Especially if you dry them in the sun or dry them next to your fireplace or your heater or whatever, they will keep for a very long time. Just like these keep for a very long time. In fact, those have probably been in that bag for years. So, as you can see, it's quite thin. And this is where a pasta machine really comes in handy, because you really need to get it as thin as you can for a crispy poppadom. There we are. I'm gonna put that over there. Okay, that's good enough. Now just take a knife, go around. Totally optional this. You don't have to have a perfect round Popad, but if you want to, the option's there. There we have it. Nice round Popad, which can either be dried or you can just put it in the sun or in a dry area for a couple hours and it will really puff up. It's completely different things. So there's 2 different things you can do with these. So now that you've seen how to do that, why don't we go ahead and fry some up? Now there's 2 things you might be wondering right now. 1, why would you want to go to the trouble? And 2, why would you do it outdoors? I'm going to answer them both for you right now. You go to the trouble because these taste so much more. The flavor is so much better than anything you can purchase. Believe me, you're going to love them. Why am I cooking outdoors? Because I'm cooking some other things outdoors today, and I thought I may as well. It's just easy to get rid of the oil, rid of the mess. You don't have to have it in your kitchen, but you can do it obviously inside. So I'm going to add this. This is looks like a cumin Popad. That. Look at that. Just seconds in the oil, and you got a nice crispy poppadom. And I'll put a plain one in. And as you can see, they kind of curled up in the sun. That's okay. They go straight, they go flat again. All you have to do is kind of push them down in the oil, and they'll be exactly as you're expecting them to. And how about a black pepper? Look at that. So nice. It's going to be so crispy. Oh, you can smell the pepper too. Smell the pepper so nicely. So as you can see, these ones that I've dried in the sun, they're crispy. They're crispy already, and they will turn out crispy. They have a nice crunch to them. Here's one that I only allowed to dry for about 2 hours. I'll show you the difference, what you get. You get bigger bubbles for one thing. Let me just use my spoon here. But it comes out chewy as well. So you'll have chewy bits and you'll have crispy bits. You have those nice big bubbles on the top. And if you were just to throw it in right after you rolled it, it'd even get bigger bubbles. But that's kind of like what you'd expect to see in Kerala over your curry. You know, they'll just give it to you just for a little bit of texture. I'm going to show you the difference too. So I'll take one of these I've already done, and just look at this. It's crispy and nice. Really good. Then I have this one I just did. Look at that. It's not really crispy at all. Crispy in places, but also nice and soft. And that's the way I prefer them. And you're just not going to get that from Papads in a bag, because they've been drying probably for maybe even 2 years in that bag. Who knows how long they've been in there. But you're not going to get that beautiful, chewy, crispy Poppadom that's like no other. It's really, this is the party piece. You make these, your friends are going to be impressed, and you'll all be dining very nicely. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this, and please hit that subscribe button, hit the notification button too. I really appreciate it. I got a lot more videos on the way.